GM.
Hey, Nico.
Hey, Stella, how is it going?
Yeah, so far so good. Have almost recovered from my horrendous wallet hack, and
Nice.
yeah, and decided to use my vibe coding skills to actually build a no-code tool that can, help you recover your assets. So I'm picking myself up from this dilemma, I think. So
That's good. Great to hear. So, how does that work?
yeah, actually, for my own project, I've been working to do some vibe coding, and I was like, well, can I do more things than just websites, right? And so I built a tiny can I put this as a link here in the chat? Then you can take a look. It's a non-crypto tool, by the way. It's a creator tool. So it's like you can use this to yeah, I cannot put links in here. Okay. So it's like a tool that allows you to calculate your rates as a creative. So if you're doing graphic design or if you're doing, UI, UX design, like a lot of creators don't really know what they should charge. And so what this app helps you with is like, it creates like an opportunity to calculate your floor. So you understand what you actually need to charge people. And then up on that, it calculates the minimum rates and it calculates like recommended rates. So, recommended rates, they will have a markup. So you can actually put some money aside, save some money up, reinvest money, all of these things. So yeah, and then, it's like, oh, can I do more with this? And then I realized I can connect it with different APIs. And I was like, so then I can theoretically use Alchemy APIs, right, to actually build a tool like this. So I'm working on that right now.
Nice. That's awesome. Can you send the link? Because you're not going to be able to share the link, but can you write it in a different way, like with a written dot or something, so that I can check it out? Because it sounds super cool.
Sure. That's actually, didn't even have that idea. Thank you. Maybe, I don't know if would this work? Oh yeah, it does. So just take out the square brackets and add some HTTPS. You will find a website.
Exactly.
And so I think the smarter part of this is at the end of your calculation, and things may change for you in the future. You can actually download what you put in there as a JSON file. And then up on your next visit, you can just load that JSON file. So all the values you formerly typed in, they auto-populate. And then, you can make your changes, download again, and so on and so forth.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. Nice. GM to the rest as well. I see someone else just joined, Minakshi, and the design iconoclast. Great to have you here. Initially, I was not going to host this town hall actually, but I saw your ping, Stella, and decided to jump in to answer any questions or comments. So the reason is because we're going to be hosting town halls only once a month from now on. The next one will be, so like the first Thursday of every month is going to be the town hall. So yeah, I would love to tell you a little bit about Epoch 10. It went amazingly well. We had amazing projects, a lot of participation. It was a really interesting epoch. And maybe you've heard, but we've teased a little bit that Epoch 11 is going to be a migration round. So you're going to hear about the details soon. We cannot share too much about it, but basically it's going to be a transition from V1 to V2, and you're going to be asked to unlock your GLM from V1 and lock it back into V2. Yeah, cannot share too much about it. Not sure I can answer too many questions about it just yet, but keep an eye on our socials. Please do engage with our posts. Maybe go to our profile and engage with them if you want to see our updates popping up in your feed, because the algo's been behaving lately for everyone, and that's a good way to make sure you don't miss any updates. And yeah, enough of me talking. I know, Stella, you have a question, and maybe the rest too, but I'll give the mic to you.
Thank you. Yeah, actually, thank you so much for just jumping in. I thought it was regular, town hall. I didn't realize it, only happens now once a month. So lucky us, you saw this. Thank you. Yeah, so actually it's not directly my question, but I brought with me today the design iconoclast. He's a contributing member over at Unlock Protocol DAO. And he reached out with what I find an amazingly cool idea. And he was like, oh, maybe we share this on the town hall and see if this is like interesting to Octant. And yeah, so maybe the idea is like, I haven't taken this away, the design iconoclast. Maybe you can introduce yourself quickly, because I don't think you guys know each other yet. and then share your proposal idea?
Yeah. Thanks, Stella. And well, happy to be here. Yeah, as Stella was saying, I'm kind of pushing a bit of a like new features for Unlock. And as I was like looking into it and like understanding the tech stack a little bit more, and I remember Stella saying like she was in touch with you guys. I was like, I'm just gonna look into Octant and see what they do, and found the project like super cool. So I tried to dig, like went into a rabbit hole and just looked at the data and what you guys were doing and this kind of things. And I think one thing that was interesting to me is first like the, obviously the goods in supporting projects that are good for humanity in general and this kind of things. And as I started to get into more data, I just realized like there's a few things maybe Unlock can help you with. And one of them was actually the ratio of users to donors. So you let me know if it's something that you guys are working on, like this conversion rate between users to donors is actually, I found like during all the epochs, like from Epoch 5 to Epoch 10, it's kind of slowly declining. I was like, I was like wondering what's going on there and how can we help them there? Because like again, the concept is like super cool. And when I thought about it, it's like what Unlock could bring to the table is actually membership tiers. So because at the moment there's no strong incentive for users to actually donate instead of claiming their rewards. And the people who do that, just the people who actually donate, and correct me if I'm wrong, and just again, but it feels like they don't get much reward or like some kind of status. And I think with an integration with Unlock, it'd be interesting to introduce some like notion of status, like, people who don't donate get a bronze status, but people who start donating maybe 25% or 50% of their rewards get like silver or gold status, and people and the whales that you have get like a platinum. And it's to each status we can associate some kind of like perks or private access to the project, like a private channel where they can discuss things with the project they're supporting, and all this kind of good stuff that comes with like membership status. And I think that could be like a good way to reward in a non-monetary way, to reward people who are actually donating to the projects you guys are curating. But that's the rough idea. But I just wanted to soundboard that with you and see if that's something that you might be interested in, and see if like something you'd be like the conversion rate, if it's something that's really bothering you, or if you are working on something else. Just like, yeah, feel free.
Sorry. Yeah, it sounds interesting. We are indeed we haven't really started building or experimenting with this, but if you look into, let me find it for you. We have an article where we lay out like sort of the entire initial vision. X is down again. But if you go to our articles on X, not loading.
Wait, it's loading for me. If you want,
you
you
will
can
be able
guide
to
me.
go to articles in our page and go to the first one, so to the all the way to the bottom.
It's not loading for me either right now. Okay, but it's the first one under articles.
Yeah, and there we have like an idea of what we call, I think the code name sort of was impact bonds, where you get trying to solve this exact same problem that you're talking about, design iconoclast. That is incentives, right? Like right now, there's really no incentive to do that. And these impact bonds would allow you to also sort of profit from the impact the projects you donated to are generating. I know it's not exactly what you mentioned, but it's also trying to solve that issue and it's going in that direction. And I know for coming up it's gonna be, let me phrase it differently. So what we could do here is do some experiments. We're gonna be experimenting a bunch in the upcoming epochs, or well, we're not even sure we're gonna still call them epochs, but like the upcoming funding we're gonna do. And this can be interesting. I can bounce these internally with the team, but if you have like a quick one pager or something, like a short blurb that you can share with me and I can bounce the idea internally, then we can explore that. But sounds super cool. I like the idea a lot, and it can be something quite beneficial also for the projects to understand who is donating to them and what is the reason why they are donating, and building a relationship there.
Yeah, and you also, you can also start creating relationship between donors and projects as well. On the long term, this could also be like pretty interesting. Listen, yeah, I can totally put that down in a one pager, send it over to you guys, and then we can we can take it from there. But yeah, super happy to put more flesh into my fumbling introduction. If that's okay.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's great. It's a great start to gauge the interest. So yeah, as soon as you have that, please share it with me. And you can send it to me here on Discord, or I'm actually a lot more responsive on Telegram. My username is the same, nicknode.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
So yeah, awesome. Thank you for presenting that. Thank you, Stella, for
the advocacy. I saw this and I thought it could be valuable, and he has proven to be really good at the work that he does. So I thought it would be nice. But yeah, keep me posted, guys.
Will do, for sure. And hey, Donnie, I see you have a question there. Where does the money go that is not allocated in an epoch? Can you expand what do you mean the money that's not allocated? There is two paths, I think. You either withdraw to yourself, like your rewards, you withdraw to yourself, or you allocate to the matching, like to the projects, or you don't do anything and you basically cannot withdraw anymore, right? Like it doesn't accumulate. I assume your question is like what happens with that money that hasn't been used. But yeah, what happens to that ETH? That's a good question, and I'm not sure. Like if I give you an answer, I would be lying to you, probably, because there you go. Durgadas knows. Unallocated goes back to us. Thank you, Durgadas, for jumping in there. Anyone have any other question? Yes, we'll be at ETH Denver. Are you gonna be there as well, Stella?
I can actually speak. I just changed my mobile. No, actually not this year. But I was just curious if you are like considering to go or if you're going. So you guys will be all there?
Not all of us. We'll be at ETHCC primarily, but some of us are gonna be in Denver.
Yeah. Okay, makes sense. Have you seen the symposium organized by the Token Engineering Academy in, I think, what's it called, Therese, during ECC?
No, I haven't seen it.
Okay.
Do you want to share it?
It's so hard to share links on here. But yeah, I'm going to
Yeah.
share an article with you maybe in DMs, and then you can see if this is valuable for the wider Octant community.
Awesome.
Because it's essentially a research symposium focused on token engineering. I mean, you guys at Octant, you do some hardcore development work, so maybe there's interest of any of you to speak about that development part, so I will send it to you in DMs.
Perfect. Thank you. Anyone else have any questions? Davis, see you there. Hello, sir. When ambassador program? Yeah, good question. Still need to figure that out. We might have something, but not sure yet. I will definitely let you guys know here. Shout out to Durganas for being a DJ.
Yeah, this feels like a really chill out space at this point. It's like very meditative.
Yeah, for sure.
When do you think you will be able to share more on the new Epoch and how it's designed? You said it will be about integrations or migration?
Migration.
Migration. That sounds exciting.
Yeah, so most likely, yeah, it will be about moving your GLM to B2 primarily. It's soon, yes. All right. Any other questions? Any final comments or something?
No question, but in case people are not knowing what to do with the next half hour, there's actually an Earth Day impact concert by Tregens. So maybe some of you want to listen in on that because Jose Cabrera is playing. Just an idea.
Sick. Nice. Very cool. Thank you for sharing. Cool. Awesome. Let's wrap it up here. I appreciate you all for coming. And yeah, the next town hall is going to be the first Thursday of February. And then we're going to be hosting town halls only during only the first Thursday of each month. So yeah, should be exciting. And see you around. Bye, everyone. Thank you for coming.
Bye. Have a good one.